Okay, hey guys, I'm finally getting around to this video. I'm sorry that it's taken so long, life just kind of keeps getting in the way. Sorry if it's a little unfocused. I really need to sit down and write out outlines and have like a step-by-step thing, or else I just kind of go all over the place. So, I had some really good questions from a follower of mine, because she's interested in Wicca and then also in witchcraft, and the two are different. Wicca's a religion. It's one of the many different pagan paths that people follow, and I think it's a beautiful thing. That's kind of where I started out. And then witchcraft is a practice, which I think if you choose to practice it, is something that should be incorporated into your everyday life. A lot of tenets of the two, I guess I can say, are very similar. Just connectedness with yourself and with Mother Nature and with the divine, however you see that. Being respectful of everything, understanding the repercussions of all of your actions, and remembering that your thoughts and words have power. Everything is energy, and everything can be affected. So a good example of that would be the Wiccan Rede, which I'm not going to go through the whole thing of right now, but the part that I'd like to focus on is where it says, and ye harm none, do as you will. So, as long as you don't harm anybody, go ahead and do what you wanted to do. That doesn't mean, hey, this isn't gonna, hurt this one person, I'm not making anybody sick, yada, yada, yada. It's like, okay, does this harm anybody in my immediate circle? And does this harm anybody in the circle outside of that? Think of a pebble being dropped into a river and the ripples that go on and on and on and on and on. That's what our actions do. So that's a really good way to say, hey, let me be mindful of what I'm doing. Also, with witchcraft, which gets a lot of really, really terrible, negative media. Awful. If there's somebody that you know practicing some evil, crazy nonsense, that's not what it's about. That's not what's good. That is not okay. That's a big no-no. What was I saying? Oh, free will. Don't mess with anybody's free will. Although, honestly, people are going to do what they want to do anyway. It's not a good thing to try to control another person or to manipulate them. Everything you do should be coming from a loving point. Whatever your practice is, if you're doing a ritual, if you're doing a spell, it should always be coming from a point of goodness. And the point of what you're doing should be to improve your life and the lives of others. So that's another thing there too. What else? I will do a video just on Wicca. Sorry, I'm a little not focused right now. I have a spaz mind. But we're getting there. Also, I'm not ready for work, as you can see by the face and the hair thing happening here. A book that I really recommend right now, even though it's not geared specifically toward beginners, is one that I'm reading that I really, really like. It's called Everyday Witchcraft. I think a guide for incorporating spirit into your everyday life. It's by Deborah Blake, who is one of my current favorite authors. Pardon me, and she's a high priestess of her coven, who I think is the Blue Moon Circle, but I could be wrong. And she says that you should walk your talk. Okay? Now, I like that idea. Because that kind of helps you to just incorporate little bits of spirit into your everyday life. And I think that's important for witchcraft, and maybe you're atheist or you're agnostic, and that works too. And I would just, instead of spirit or the divine, I would incorporate that respect of nature and for other people into your everyday life. Waking up and being thankful and kind of just greeting the day with a positive attitude and a focus for what you want to get done that day. How are you going to direct your energy to getting that done? And, working on visualizing the results that you want to see in your life. And I think that's a huge part of witchcraft right there, is understanding what you want and how it affects the world around you and how it can improve the world around you and how to constantly be a better person and keep learning and growing. Your intent holds so much. Your energy is the key to manifesting what you want. Candles are great. I love my candles. This is one of my favorites. Cool. Herbs, phenomenal. I make tons of teas. Mortar and pestle, I would die without it, I think. My little pentacle that I use on my altar, I want to get a bigger one, but right now this is what I have and I love it. But these things are tools. These things are still material tools that are used to bolster what you want to do. It's like timing your spells with the moon phases and coordinating colors and candles and oils. Those things won't make your ritual, your spell work, your intent, your energy, your purpose. That's the driving force. So that's another thing that I want people to know and be aware of. You don't have to have a lot of money to go buy altar tools. You don't have to have, every single wand, pentacle, and bell that a book tells you to have. You need to have, your heart and mind and spirit in the right place and focused. Which is something that is reinforced to me every day. God. A website that I would recommend, which I found it one time, I think in like 7th grade, because I've been on this path for a surprisingly long time for my age. It's called Everything Under the Moon. They have a lot of spells and stuff, and they have coordination charts for colors and days of the week and times of the day. For example, Venus, rules love, and the day of Venus is Friday. Mars rules like passion and war, and I'm pretty sure that's Tuesday. And as you get into things like that, you'll see that there are different correspondences for different deities and herbs and so many things. Actually, I think I'm going to get a really good book on it that we have at work that I've been meaning to get for a while, but I think it'd be very helpful for these videos. Today, for example, is Tuesday. So tomorrow, actually, is what I'm thinking of. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and in the Norse pantheon with Norse mythology, Wednesday is ruled by Odin, who is known, at least what's most important to me right now, is known for his thirst for knowledge, and I think that's wonderful. Those are days that I do a lot of readings. I've been working with runes a lot, I have the Elder Futhark runes, which are also, like, from the Vikings and stuff. Wow, that was intelligent sounding, from the Vikings and stuff. But I tend to do better readings on those days with my runes, and I kind of call on Odin and just say, hey, let my own thirst for knowledge kind of shine through here, and let my intuition be open, and let me trust myself with these. So I feel like I do pretty good readings on those days. I forgot where I was going with that, but I wanted to tell you that. So there's that little tidbit of information. I am really sorry that I missed Ostara with that video. Life got weird, and also I only kind of see my boyfriend like once a week, and had a chance to spend a day hanging out with him, which was really nice. But that celebrates the beginning of spring, and it's really a time to plant your seeds. It's beginning energy, and it's only a couple days past it, so you guys haven't missed that time yet. We have a nice waxing moon happening. It's stunning. So this is the time if you want to start a new project. Say, hey, I want to take this class. Here's how I'm going to study for it. Or I really want to be healthier. Note, I'm not saying weight loss. I'm saying be healthier. Mind, body, spirit. I'm going to meditate in the morning, and I'm going to go for a walk Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you do those things. I think witchcraft is a way to bolster what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyway, beginning of springtime, planting seeds, fertility, getting projects started. I think it's really good. It's just really good beginning energy. That's why everything is coming back to life. It's when the earth starts to wake up, and, you kind of greet Mother Nature, and just notice the fresh grass coming up and the birds are coming back. It's a beautiful time. If you do have an altar or are considering putting one up right now, I would definitely do a springy themed one with like light yellow candles to kind of represent wind. Yes, that's a good one. Altar candle ideas. You can do 4 just plain white ones, or if you wanted to do ones that represent the elements, yellow for air in the east, blue for water, in the west. Fire would be red, I think, in the south. and green for earth in the north. Yes, I swear I always get earth and water mixed up for directions, but I'm pretty sure earth is north. I don't know why I always mix those up. It's like without fail for years. But fresh flowers would be really nice to have out. Some lavender. Just springy colors. Things that remind you of growth and beginnings. I like to have fresh flowers a lot. I think lilies are really great. Tulips, although those come closer to April. But just, yeah. And it doesn't have to be a big altar. It doesn't have to be permanent. You can set it up just on a day and go, light a candle and be like, hey, I'm kind of starting out on this path, and I just wanted to welcome spring into my life, and I wanted to welcome the divine into my heart, or whatever feels right to you, I guess. I don't want to impose too many of my own beliefs, but that's the best way for me to teach as well. So please give me some feedback on this and send me some specific questions that you might have. Any way that I can set up information to convey to you in a way that you grasp the best, I will. Like, do you want a rundown of the books I have, or, do you want to see all of the tools that I use? I mean, the more you get into it, the more you end up seeing that you have this mass collection of candles and jars and incense, and these are all things that I have a ton of. I mean, I have a crazy amount of herbs, essential oils. So are these things that you want to know about? So yeah, let me know, and I will do these things as regularly as I can and try not to have delays. And I would love to focus on all of the Sabbats. Once again, my advice is to go outside. Look at the moon. That thing is flipping beautiful, dude. Venus was next to it the last 2 nights in a row. You could see Jupiter as well. Just hang out, talk to the birds. I don't know. I'm kind of like a tree-hugging hippie, so maybe that's where that's coming from. But be mindful of yourself and your actions. Understand the repercussions of what you say in everyday life, not just in a quote-unquote magical sense, but be aware, self-awareness, and striving to grow and be better. And I think that alone is a great way to build your self-discipline and kind of see the change that you want to in your life. And I guess that's about it for today, because I have to go get ready for work. And yeah, because I work all night. But I really hope that this video was in some way helpful to one person, at least. That would make me happy. And yeah, so you guys, my name is Erin. Again, I'm sure you've probably seen 1 or 2 of my videos before this. And this is something that I've been seriously practicing for about 4 years, but on and off since I was like 7, believe it or not. So while I know I come across probably as a little awkward and at times inarticulate, I do have an idea of what I'm talking about. And I'm so open to learning more and continue to learn more and grow. So I hope that together we can learn and grow, and your questions, kind of push me to go outside of the things that I thought I wanted to study. Yeah. So until next time, blessed be, and work hard. Okay.